For our second set of problems out of section 5.9, we're doing page 222, 25 to 36. We're going to do two sample problems from the set. The first one will be number 25, and we're working with 9m squared minus 25mn minus 6n squared. So we're going to start out with the factors of 9, which are 1 and 9 and 3 and 3. And the factors of 6 are going to be 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. And our goal, we're going to try to get to 25. So we're going to have to get pretty big here. With 1 and 9 and 1 and 6, your only possible options would be 9 plus 6 or 54 if you do 9 times 6. So that combination isn't going to work out. But you know you're going to need a pretty big number. You don't have anything with 3, 3, and 1 and 6 to get there. It would be 3 times 6 is 18. And that still doesn't get me close enough to my goal of 25. So let's look at the 1-9 set mixed with the 2-3 set to figure out which combinations work. 9 times 2 will give you 18, and 1 times 3 will give you 3. That doesn't get me there. But if I do 9 times 3, that's 27, and 1 times 2 gives me 2. That's going to work. And what I need is a negative 27 and a positive 2, so we found a combination of factors. There's not a lot that's different here. Let's set our 9m squared into position with an m representing the 1 over here, and a 9m for the 9 factor. I'm going to go ahead and put in the inner and outer brackets just to keep us visually in check here. The 9 needs to multiply by the 3. So we'll put that 3 in place. The 1 needs to multiply by the 2. So here's your 1. Let's follow that over and put the 2 in place. Since we already figured out right here, negative 27 needs to happen, and positive 2 needs to happen. Everything just falls in place. Now the one thing I did forget to do is that we have a trailing n variable. So you see how easy it is to forget to do that if you don't put that in first. So your answer is m minus 3n times 9m plus 2n for number 25. Now let's move way down the problem set. The second to last one is number 35. Now when you get to these, make sure you don't have anything in common you can pull out of all three terms. Now we've got 21 and 24, so you have a common factor of 3, but nothing comes out of 22. So we're safe. Let's just go ahead and start factoring these. Now when you get into more pairs of factors, it gets a little more challenging. 24's got a bunch of them. Let me take a moment to list all those so I have them to look at. You don't want to do these in your head. Unless something just comes to you quickly, normally it's far easier to be looking at the factors than running through them in your head. Got too many steps. I'm going to go ahead and put my parentheses in. And I'm trying to get to 22 with a combination of factors. So it's easiest just to start close, and you'll get better at that as you go. But 21 and 24, that's not going to work. So I can just scratch that as a possible term. That's not going to happen. I can't do 21 times 12, will get me too big. 21 times 8 will get too big. 21 times 6 gets too big. If you turn them around the other direction, 2 times 21 will give me 42, and 1 times 12 would be 12. So that's 42 and 12. That would have to be a difference, but that doesn't get me to 22. 21 times 3 and 8 would get me too big. Right, so I know that that's not going to happen for me. So the 1 and 21 are out. That 21 is just too large. So let's focus on 3 and 7. 14 and 36. Actually, I think we might have just found it. 3 times 12 is going to give me 36. 7 times 2 give me 14. And when you subtract those, that does give me my 22. So there's my pairs. If I turn it around backwards, 7 times 12 is 84, so that's too big. There may have been some possibility down here of something working out, but you'll stumble into it a lot of times. So I know that my factors that are going to get me to 21 are going to go here and here, and my factors that are going to get me to 24 are here and here. So let's just insert 21 first. I'm going to put a 3 in, then I'm going to put a 7 in, and don't forget your C terms. I'm not going to worry about signs yet. For 24, I know that 7 needs to pair up with 2, and that's going to be your middle term. And then the 3 needs to pair up with 12 over here. So 3 pairs with 12 when they multiply. And since this is 36, and this is 14, my goal is a positive 22. So it's going to be plus 36 minus 14. So drop your signs in place, and you've found your answer to number 35. So remember to look for common factors. There may be something in there. Be sure to use this factor method. If you're not using that, it's going to make it a lot harder. And it might take a little while to play with it, but then just like what happened here on 35, sometimes it just falls into place for you. So good luck on that problem set.